You want some banana too, Hudson? What do you think? Yes banana or no banana? Hudson, can you look
Yes, banana.
Can you look at me, please? Can I see your eyes?
Yes, banana.
Yes banana? Okay.
We first had some suspicions that Hudson might be on the autism spectrum. When he was a really young infant, he was waving his arms a lot for all kinds of reasons. Whee! He flaps his arms a lot now when he's excited. You flapping your arms because you're excited? He said, I flap my arms when I'm excited.
I flap my arms when I'm excited.
Yeah. But when he didn't have any other way to communicate, it would be for just about anything. So that was the first thing we noticed. And there were also members in my family who had similar characteristics.
Up and down, and round and round. We first thought Amelia might be on the autism spectrum right before she turned 2. She started doing some repetitive behaviors, kind of flicking her hands together, running back and forth. A few months before she turned 3 when we officially got diagnosed. So there was a little bit of a waiting period from when we suspected it to being able to truly say she was on the autism spectrum.
We had a language delay was when we first started taking it a little more seriously. Somewhere between the age of 1 and 2. We didn't think, oh, he's autistic. We thought he's very high maintenance. So sleeping was a very difficult issue. Self-calming was very difficult. He originally had an evaluation that pointed toward autism when he was about 2.5.
First was the flapping, kind of flicking behavior and the running back and forth, but then also just not being interested in other kids as much as she should have been, not engaging in parallel play like she should have been. Her language was pretty good, but when we saw that some of her play skills weren't quite as advanced, and like the parallel playing, especially the social, and being just interested in watching other children or even saying hi.
And he's had a lot of difficulties with other children. He's been really afraid of them. So I feel like he had a lot of difficulty making eye contact with other kids. And when he doesn't know someone or when he feels shy, he might be less likely to make eye contact.
The eye contact was another one. At first she kind of was just kind of looking down and not looking at us as much. Not using gestures as much. Instead of kind of like truly pointing, it was kind of more like where we kind of thought, well, maybe that's a point. Doesn't that count as a point, you know? But it was just limited. We didn't notice it as much because she was so verbal. So we didn't think there was as much of an issue until we really started to get to know truly more about autism.
There's one strap. We're working on some functional self-care goals, such as learning to dress himself. There you go. You got your shoe off. Nice work. Little by little, we're working on potty training. Here you go. We had to take on some more specific methods as far as like giving candies for reinforcement and doing dry pants checks. These are things that we don't see as emergencies that will happen over time, but we want to do what we can to make it easy for him. The more significant things we've worked on are related to emotional regulation, because we've always had a lot of trouble with him with tantrums or autism meltdowns.
My hopes in the Incredible Years program was to really, I wasn't sure if it was going to help me with Amelia. I hoped it would, but I wasn't sure how to apply it to a child with autism. Our first couple classes that just kept going through my head, how do I apply this to a child on the spectrum? How do I apply this? Which later on it was a no-brainer. I could, but I didn't know that at the beginning.
Whenever you're using the ignore, there's a whole lot of positive for the other behavior that you want instead.
It was very interesting to be in a group with other parents, to see that some parents practiced a lot of the techniques and had good success.
Learning parenting skills with other parents in the same situation was huge. We've been able to ask each other questions, support each other, practice with each other, and now that our course has just ended, I suspect that we will continue to try to support each other.
It's useful to be able to role play with other parents too.
And so you're 5. Okay, action.
Although I had a lot of resistance to that. I just didn't want to do it. I knew that would be the most useful thing to do, but just nervous about actually doing it.
That was very good.
When we practiced in a group in class, I thought it was very helpful and awkward. I also know that if it's awkward, it's definitely something I need to work on.
Mommy, she won't let me have it.
Well, it sounds like you're really doing a good ignore over there.
Well, I'm trying to.
Being able to practice with another adult who's going to give me feedback, and then there's instructors to give me feedback, and also kind of help me through it a little bit before I actually go and try it with my children has been priceless.
I know you don't like me, Mommy. You don't like me. If you liked me, you'd tell me you liked me.
I think the Incredible Years class definitely brought a lot more details into it. Also, having a class every week really helped to force me to really work on it and not just kind of forget about it.
Good work. That was great. That was great. Now, it's a lot easier to ignore me, right, than your cute little daughter.
The videos were very good.
More water.
More water, please.
More water, me.
Okay.
Seeing the video, watching a parent describe or do academic coaching or just describing play to expand someone's play, I mean, that was great.
You've got the one with circles, and that one's got rectangles on it.
Be able to see that and then try to mimic it myself in my own play with another adult and then come home and try it. What'd you get?
Red.
Red! Great thinking! All right.
Mama, what's your favorite color?
My favorite color is, do you remember?
Yellow.
Yellow!
What's your favorite color, Truman?
Yellow, he said. Very nice asking.
Okay, you taking a break or do you want to go for a spin?
I'm going for a spin.
Over a spin. Being child-directed was something I did frequently, but I didn't necessarily take advantage of it as a teaching situation because I wasn't thinking of it that way. And if I'm always trying to draw him back to something in particular, I could try for a little while, but frequently it'll just get frustrating.
Should we spin you to the right or to the left?
To the right.
To the right, this way?
So if I want him to keep learning but having a good time, it's easier sometimes to go along with whatever he's doing.
Can I play with you?
Yeah. But I'm going to have a one. But I'm going to have them down. And you're going to do like that.
With my hand, I'm gonna put it with my I'm gonna push him down with my hand.
Because I'm going to do the hammer.
Okay. I was very concerned at first, how am I going to be child-led when I know I have to direct her in doing A, B, C, and D because she can't? How am I gonna put those two things together? I'm thinking it's red and yellow. I'm thinking I'm gonna put it in green. Oh, you switched it to go in red because it matches with the red?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so smart. And then over time, I started to realize that I could use lots of different coaching strategies in order for her to become interested in certain things and then use her child-directed things or her favorite preferred things as rewards for that ability to kind of expand her skills. You got them all down, all of them.
You're just helping me go around the table, that's all right. You're just being friendly. You're just being friendly, Push.
Yeah.
One thing he likes is if he's running around the table, he likes to direct me. Like, he likes to tell grown-ups what to do. If we're playing, like knocking a balloon around or something, I'll generally do what he's doing. I'll join him in on whatever activity he's doing.
One of the things she never really was interested was balls, throwing and catching, you know, the visual spatial skills that makes it hard for her. And being child-directed one day, you know, she wanted to throw a toy, and I said, you know, the car stays on the ground, but we can throw balls. And so I brought the ball bin out, and she started throwing them, and that was it. Thanks for doing the softer ball so we didn't hit any and break anything. I just found a way to incorporate the throwing into a fun thing, and now she throws all the time and wants to play catch. So that's just one way where I kind of went with what she was doing, but tried to incorporate what she needed to work on.
You get 2 hexagons. 2 hexagons, now they're stacked up. Introducing descriptive commenting for Hudson, I don't think it came too difficult. He'll tend to listen and repeat what I say, so I feel like it's a very useful way. It's really helped to increase his vocabulary. Before I started the class, I don't think I was doing it that much. Door isn't the best thing. Open and shut. Open and shut. Open and shut. It's a good example of building on one of his skills and something that he enjoys doing.
We've done it with books where I'll read to her and I pause. She knows the book and she'll look at me and then give me the answer because she knows the sentence. She's going wee down the slide.
Good. Oh, wee down the slide.
Wee. know somebody else who likes the slide.
I don't like the slide.
You don't like the slide? Oh, then I was wrong.
I do.
You do like the slide. I know it. It's my turn. My turn. My turn. I really wanted to try to improve her social interactions. You want to turn. So what can you ask? How can you ask like a big girl? Do you remember? May I have a turn, please?
Give it right now.
She really wants to interact. It's just that sometimes she just didn't do it appropriately.
Give it right now, Mama.
Couldn't pick up on social cues, didn't know body space. So I thought that the social coaching would hopefully help. May I have a turn, please?
May I have a turn?
That was such nice asking.
Did I say please?
You did say please. That was so polite. That's really nice way to ask.
I didn't say please. I just said may I.
You know, I can ask for a turn. I can, you know, trade. She knows what those things are, but coming up with them in that situation, I know for all kids is difficult, but sometimes for a child on the spectrum, they really have to memorize their options.
Tell me, let's play Sneaky Squirrel together. Do you want to play Sneaky Squirrel?
Do you want to play Sneaky Squirrel, Truman?
I want to.
He doesn't want to, but I would like to. Can I play with you?
Yeah.
Amelia, that was such nice asking if I wanted to play. When I coach Amelia socially, I do it one-on-one primarily. And then when my son is there, it's a little challenging because Truman is 21 months old and Amelia's 3.5. And so I've really got to manage the issues that a 21-month-old has with not really fully understanding sharing, and the 3.5-year-old is still trying to gain the skills needed to ask for a turn or to trade. However, I've seen that he, the younger one, is learning a lot of these words already without even fully understanding the concept. It's interesting. She'll say trade, and he knows to hand her something now.
I want to blow some bubbles.
Hudson wants to blow bubbles?
I want to.
You say, I want to blow some bubbles, please?
I want to blow some bubbles.
You want to take a turn? Okay, you can have a turn. In regard to social coaching, there's been some mixed results, like when there's actually other kids around, and I'm trying to get them to take a turn, or wait a minute. Ooh, can I have a raisin, please? Can I have one raisin? Will you share a raisin with me? Just one? Thank you, Hudson. Thank you for being a good friend. But when I've done role plays with him, it's a lot easier. In the situation with other kids, like, he's usually already upset before it comes up. Oh, do you want the balloon?
Do you want the balloon?
Yes?
Yes.
Can you look at me with your eyes? When I've done practice with him, he seemed engaged and interested in it.
Oh, the balloon, please.
All right. What a nice look. Thank you. He's not as emotionally involved, so it's not such a big deal. So he's willing to practice it.
My feet hurts.
Let me see. Did you bang it on something? The emotion coaching, both for myself and for Amelia, has gone really well. That's always a work in progress. I think with any child, but especially with a child on the autism spectrum. You maybe cut it.
Or did I cut it?
How did you feel? Did you feel a little sad when you cut it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I felt sad, but now it's getting better, so you feel better. We worked a lot on even just identifying emotions. I've been giving her the words to say. So if she got sad, let's say, you know, oh, I see you feel sad, but it's gonna be better soon because you fell and it's all good. I'm helping you rub it, we're cleaning it, we're gonna put a Band-Aid on it, and it's gonna be better. Oh, look what I have. A Band-Aid for your owie. You could say, I feel sad because I fell down, you know? And so then she's very good at repeating, as kids on the autism spectrum are. Then she says, I feel sad because I fell down, you know? And so she's just in the last couple weeks started to be able to say things without me prompting her. And so that's been really big. You feel better?
Yeah.
Oh, better.
Say mad.
Say mad? You want to talk about the mad face? Okay, I'll do a pretend mad. You want to look at my face? Look at me. I've tried a lot of emotion coaching because that's our main concern with him, or I guess it's a main difficulty is dealing with his emotions and emotional regulation.
Say happy.
That's a very happy, smiling face. Are you gonna look at me? Look at me. Hee hee hee. Oh, you're doing it too? Hudson's doing the happy. A big part of that is reading books with him. We've gotten a lot of really good books that talk about emotions, and then even books that don't, the characters all have expressions on their faces. There is Manic Monkey. He looks a little bit, do you think he's happy, or is he kind of mad?
Kind of mad.
So he can now identify quite a few facial expressions and emotions.
Good trying. Keep working on it and pulling. Right as the course started, her preschool teacher said to me she doesn't persist in doing certain activities that are a little harder like some of the other kids do. It's almost there, it's almost there. Keep pulling. I really wanted to be able to help her kind of persist in activities that are difficult. 3, woo!
Oh, you try it again. And you got it, you got the bubbles out. And again.
I can't quite get it, it keeps falling.
Is he sad?
I think he's just trying really hard. It went from her being frustrated doing puzzles and kind of just putting them down and walking away and working with blocks and Legos and things like that, to her literally saying, I try again, and then I can do it.
So watch how I do it.
Look at that. Oh, I love how you did that all by yourself. She actually pushes me away, like, I can do it, I can do it. And so that is something that has been just glaringly huge.
So if you're feeling really mad, you can put the arrow here and you can say, Papa, I'm mad.
Papa, I'm mad.
And then we say, I'm gonna stop.
One of the pieces of advice that seems helpful is practicing calming and practicing these things when he's not upset. Because at this point when he's upset, even when he's not in the red, even when he's maybe a little bit upset, halfway there, he's still not really willing to practice taking deep breaths.
He's going 3 times.
Put the arrow here.
Yeah, and after, when he takes a deep breath, then the arrow comes down here.
I feel like some of the things that have helped with self-regulation are giving him a lot of encouragement that he's okay, or he's going to be okay, and he can calm down.
Oh, it's okay, Trev. I've tried to model it because obviously when you have 2 children, 1 and 3, you're going to get a little frustrated at times. And so there have been moments where I'll say, oh, Mama's frustrated. I need to take some deep breaths. And so I'll even model like smelling the flowers, blowing out the candles. Oh, you're in your turtle shell just like the little turtle. Taking a deep breath.
I'm going to take a deep breath.
We could try. Let's show Turtle how to do it. Say, Turtle, you smell the flowers and blow out the candles.
Do you want to have a little bit of warm milk in my lap? You can say, I'm mad.
I have started modeling some emotions. Like I have started taking more deep breaths, and I try to remember my yoga classes and how much the focus is on the breath there. And if I'm really tired, then I'll try to just take a break and see if he'll do something on his own. Or even sometimes recently I've just laid down in bed and he's actually come in with me.
I'm running in the red. I need to stop. Take a deep breath. And go in my turtle shell. We talk about the different things that she could do when she's angry. I think once I actually caught her in her turtle shell. I don't know if she was really, really angry or if she was just starting to get angry, but I caught her in her turtle shell and I right away praised, you know, I see you're in your turtle shell, you're making yourself calm down all by yourself, that's great. So really defining it, describing it, talking about how to regulate it, kind of putting it all together. I'm gonna think of something that I love doing, like going on the swing. And then I think I'll come out and try again. Hi, I'm gonna try again, I feel better.
You can make him talk if you put your hand in there. You can say, you can give yourself a funny voice. Say, hi, I'm Tiny Turtle.
Hi, I'm a tiny turtle.
Oh, hi, Tiny Turtle.
Hudson likes to pretend play with stuffed animals, and it started with a big bunny rabbit he got from his Uncle Danny. Pretend play and imaginative play has been really delayed, I think, for his age, which I suppose is normal for somebody on the autism spectrum. It has been really exciting to see him start doing those things. And at the beginning, he was imitating me or my wife. I think it helped him out just to see us modeling that.
The turtle wanted to stop.
No.
The turtle wanted to stop. She was getting dizzy. I'm getting too dizzy. Oh!
What would you like to play today? We have our dollhouse, or our Barbie house, or we could pretend doctor, or pretend tea party, or ice cream shop. We use pretend a lot in our house. That's actually kind of one of her preferred activities. So I use it even to draw her out with playing with others, because sometimes she wants to use pretend to play by herself. Where, oh, where is my little Amelia? She loves to pretend she's different people, different names, different ages, different birthdays.
I found Amelia.
There she is!
I found Amelia.
That's right, you're Mia. Thank you for looking at me to tell me. So we take pretend and kind of use it a lot for social coaching.
I'm pretending this as grape.
I'm feeling really hungry. I'd love some strawberry, grape, or lemon. Can I have a turn?
Not yet.
If someone wants a turn, what can you do? Want to trade?
Yeah.
Such and such fell down, they're sad. Can we ask if they're okay? Things like that.
I guess what I've done is practice taking turns and then say, oh, that's very friendly.
Ask the turtle if it's okay. Can you ask Tiny Turtle? Say, can we go, please?
Can you tell me don't please?
Well, okay, one more time. But then I'm gonna be too dizzy.
Or I've done it a few times with the voice of the animal saying, oh, I feel happy because you let me take a turn. That was very friendly of you. Or then I'll step back and say, that was very friendly of you, letting the animal take the turn. I still get the voices mixed up sometimes, but.
Oh, now you're on your back. Like a turtle on your back. Uh-oh. Help me flip over. Help me flip over. She craves, as many children on the autism spectrum, she craves some sensory type activity. And for her, it's vestibular, which is jumping, or that running movement, anything that really gets her body moving. It really helps her kind of, I guess, regulate herself. Oh, you're taking a running break. If she gets angry, sometimes she needs to just run and get it out. That's so great, taking a running break when you need to. Calm down or get your wiggles out. We have a trampoline and we have a little spot that you can kind of run in our house. I've kind of helped her define that as, oh, you're taking your gymnastics break to help calm down. That's great. You know, so I just describe it for her. She loves objects that are long. If she can kind of flick it or tap it, it's kind of one of her fidgety types of things. And so if I need to try to redirect it, I have to give her a plan. First, we're gonna do X, and then we're gonna do, you know, something else. Here, stick a weight right here for when you're done. We put the thing that she wants to kind of use to regulate herself or stim herself to the side, and then she knows that that's kind of her reward. Okay, I think we can mix now.
We could set up a train track.
I want to spin some more.
We're all done spinning for now.
I want to spin some more now.
Whoa, that's pretty loud.
The idea of differential attention and giving attention to the positives, it's not something I've always known. The main thing he does is he'll just start hitting or throwing things and talking about doing things that are dangerous. Like he'll say, I'm gonna go touch the fireplace. And so that's been a challenge, is just ignoring all those things. But ignoring in the right situation, I feel like has helped quite a bit too, because in the past we may have thought that we were ignoring
Almost ready.
these types of behaviors, but gave them some attention. Especially if I didn't know for sure whether he was bluffing, but now I figured out he's not gonna touch the fire. He knows that would hurt, so I'm able to just ignore.
What do you think? Should we have it at the kitchen table, or do you want to sit on my lap?
So wow.
Okay.
Differential attention has really helped our household. Oh, running break. Oh, no, it's not a running break? The incredible years has really helped me solidify that and remind myself to stay in the positive.
What are you doing, Mama?
I'm playing with the ball. Thanks for calming your body down. That was nice calming your body down so fast. As we learned in the incredible years, I try to do it very subtly, to not make it a big deal.
No!
She knows right away. So I think she knows right away how she's supposed to respond. And sometimes she tries to keep egging me on, like she might yell again and again and see if I'll answer. And then I just wait until I get the nice words and then immediately shift back. You're right, exactly, because you were upset, and I think you needed time to take a break.
You can have a call. Hey, Hudson, no hitting, no hitting. When he has like extreme meltdowns, things like that, I feel like they're a lot shorter now. Being able to just distract myself with other things helped quite a bit. Even if I'm just pretending to do something else, like it definitely helps a lot more than just doing nothing and pretending like I'm ignoring him.
If she's yelling or not asking nicely, I might shift to her brother and describe how he's waiting patiently for a turn and describe what he's doing. Oh, you're being so gentle. Say, pat, pat, turtle. And then usually quickly she'll come back and say, you know, Mama, why are you talking to Truman? And then I turn to her and I say, oh, you're using your big girl words now. That's so great. Thank you. Oh, you want to try again? Oh, thank you for being gentle. Mwah.